Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome to that redneck part of YouTube again. I would like to thank Moreno M. Perez for donating the Microsoft Surface tablet for this week's episode. Big supporter of the show for the last couple of years. Any of you guys who want to donate any type of used or new electronic devices that you might want to see me destroy, feel free to send them to the link that I have in the description below. This was a really fun shoot because, you know, the M16, M4 variant style rifles, I don't use them that often, but then again, I do use the AR-15 a lot, but I was really excited to be able to use some select fire weapons on this one. This is some of the stuff from my buddies over at US Ordnance. They manufacture the M16 variant style rifles. They manufacture the M203 grenade launcher. They manufacture the M2 QCB, which is the big 50 cal machine gun. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show you guys something that I haven't showed anybody. This is actually probably one of the first times I think anybody's really ever done this. It's me firing the M2 handheld. I'll pull that up here in a second, but let's go ahead and jump into some of this other stuff. But the M2 QCB that they manufacture is it's a M2 machine gun that shoots the 50 caliber or 50 BMG round and Browning machine gun. And it's belt fed. It's a beast. Let me go ahead and jump up into the surface stuff that we have here before we get into that, because that should be pretty exciting. Okay, so this is, both of these rifles I shot. I don't even remember exactly which ones I cut into the video. I'm firing a few different ones here that we got in slow motion. All of them are the SBRs, or short barrel rifle. You'll hear that term a lot. Generally 16 inches is the legal limit for a rifle, far as like say an AR variant rifle. If you wanted to buy an AR-15, it has to have at least a 16-inch length to it, right? So if you wanted anything shorter, the ATF classifies that as an SBR, or a short barrel rifle. So the stuff that I'm shooting here, I believe, are 9 or 10 inch SBRs, and they're select fire. Select fire is a term that you'll hear a lot of the guys in the industry refer to assault rifles. And the terminology gets thrown out there, and a lot of people play games with words and stuff like that to give negative connotations to AR-15s, calling them assault rifles. A select fire rifle is technically what an assault rifle is. And more people are just getting away from it because the term gets abused a lot to make semi-automatic rifles seem like they're something that they're not. So you'll hear a lot of people refer to machine guns or assault rifles as select fire rifles because you can flip the switch between safety, semi-automatic, and fully automatic, and that's what these guys are. All of these, none of these are civilian use. All of these are for government contracts and whatnot. US Ordnance doesn't manufacture civilian equipment and whatnot. So these are the short barrel variants. It's so funny watching that stuff in slow motion. It never gets old to me. I mean, like the slow motion stuff is just, I love it. It's just seeing the brass extract from the upper receiver is just, it's great. There's and another thing about short barrel rifles too is you usually get a larger muzzle flash off of them. So it's surprising not to see that on these, especially like the 300 blackout rounds and stuff like that. They create a crazy muzzle flash on the short barrel rifles. So when I was shooting it by itself, it really wasn't generating a big muzzle flash, but when I was shooting both of them, it really was. So generally, it depends on, one, the type of ammunition that you're shooting, two, whether or not the barrel's heated up, and three, the length of the barrel and everything. So that dictates a lot of what your muzzle flash is gonna look like. I love it, man. This stuff never gets old, never gets old. Seeing the brass extract there from both of the guns. There's really nothing practical about shooting a firearm like this. It's all to appeal to shock and awe value. All right, let's go ahead and pull up the surface stuff here. I'll be honest, like anytime I shoot a new gadget or something, everyone gives me a hard time about it. Oh, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Honestly, I would not have dropped the money on buying a Microsoft Surface if this hadn't have been donated to me to destroy. Because I mean, that's just, one, it's not one of those crazy popular items that everybody's going to want to look up to see it destroyed, but two, it hurts. It hurts to spend that kind of money on something, to destroy it for a video. All right, so we got the first couple of rounds here going through, and it's pretty, like, all of these are full metal jackets. None of these are incendiary or armor piercing. So it's always interesting to me to see whenever a round hits the surface or it hits a target and it creates a flash. Get a few good frames of the bullet coming in here, and where it hits the lower portion of it and the kickstand, and actually it ignites. So that's pretty cool. I always love seeing little flames and stuff like that. I set it up again to do the dual wielding M4s here, and you see all the rounds on the left side coming in, and then that on the right. It's weird, maybe I don't know what it is about that right side, but the right side is definitely generating a lot of sparks. I love looking at the bullets come in like that. But let me go ahead and pull up the M2 handheld stuff here. And this is pretty crazy because I don't think there's really many people that have even attempted this before, because you have to be really, really careful, because like I say, what happens is the muzzle wants to, instead of climb like what it would on a machine gun, whenever you're shooting where the muzzle wants to go up, with this, it's pushing back so hard that it wants to nose down. And if you have a full length of ammunition and you don't let go of if you don't let go of the spade handle or whatever it is you're using to fire it, you'll slide backwards and you'll start shooting down on the ground, and it can be a recipe for major, major disaster. So do not try that. If you have access to an M2, which probably most of you won't, I would still say do not try that. I'll pull up these clips here, and looking at it, you see the bullet coming out. I wish these slow-mo clips were a little bit longer, but because it's at such a high rate of frames per second, you can see me sliding back, but I'm like leaning forward trying to keep from sliding back, and this thing is just, you watch my bottom feet, and it's just pushing me and pushing me and pushing me back. And I would say when it's all said and done, it probably pushed me a good 2 or 3 feet back sliding across the ground. But that's just a wicked shot. And I don't know why I haven't put this in a video up on Rated RR yet, but you guys will be the first ones to see that here. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, so speaking of the M60, I'm gonna be doing a video on Breaking Bad here in the next couple of weeks. I wanna do some stuff with some thermite and everything. I'm kind of curious to your thoughts as to what you guys might want to see. There's a few different firearms that are used in the show, between the one that Walt got on the black market, that snub nose revolver, to the M60 in his trunk. Hank has Glock 22 and a bunch of other stuff, and there's a bunch of different things that I can do between thermite and some of the earlier seasons to different types of chemicals and stuff like that. So if you guys have any suggestions on some stuff that you might want to see either in slow motion or just something really cool in real time, don't forget, new episodes on Rated R every single Monday, and new episodes are reloaded right here on TechFeed. See y'all next time.